Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to another live stream episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, we have the joy of discussing the very exciting but also very predictable Raising Kanan, Season 1, Episode 9, the Black on Black violence that I signed up for. Let's get to it. All right, so I'm gonna ask everyone, what one word you think describes this episode? Let's start with the fancy-looking Chris. What you got, Chris? What word describes this episode?
Weak.
Weak? That's your official word?
I'm being funny. I don't know.
That's not helpful.
I was expecting to do one word, but
yeah. Behind you, maybe.
What was up, Stacey? What word you got?
I said the figure behind him.
Stacey, you just ruined it.
Fire. Got it. Okay, I got it. See, there you go.
Thanks. Stacey just ruined the whole thing. Thanks.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I was like,
man, Stacey, I was doing a build up. Stacey, and it was going to be very rewarding if you stayed put. But no. Damn it, Stacey.
Sorry, Chris. You got fired. All right, Stacey. What
I'm out.
He'll be back. Stacey, how about you?
Power.
All right. Okay. And Kim.
Surprising.
All right. These are all words we shall bring together. I want to start with one of the only two characters I feel brings this show to something that is unique and jukebox for me. And I want to start with Unique because once again, he's the only reason I'm watching this show. When it comes to the violence and his speech of "we're going to war," it took me back to Russell Crowe's Gladiator when he was out there with the cavalry and he was like, "The things we do in life will echo in eternity." I was like, for some reason, I wanted Unique to say that because his people were ready to fight anybody at that point, and I was like, yes. Or Leonidas in 300. Like, I felt like he gave a rousing, we're about to fuck the Thomases up. Not that they haven't been doing that all season, so I'm not sure what's different now. But I loved it. I loved it. Kim, what do you think? What do you think of Unique's war strategy and what he did this episode?
Yeah, well, I mean, he said I'm in a war, and he had a plan, and he went for it. I mean, the guy Joey Badass. At first, I really didn't like his acting, but his acting has gotten better over time, over at the episodes. His speech was a way to get your troops going, and he got them going. So he did a great job. So
I did. I thought so too. Chris, what you got? I saw your hands. I know you.
Oh no, I knew dude. This is Joe. Like, I don't know. I might have been the only one who said from the first episode, the Joey Badass is the truth. I mean, I said, yo, it was the shit in his mouth that messed people up. But he's an amazing actor. Like, in everything he's done, he's an amazing actor. The problem is a lot of people haven't always seen his stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, Unique's cool. My girlfriend, because my girlfriend hasn't watched anything power related. So this is like, so her watching this, she really was really impressed and really surprised for herself as someone who hasn't watched Power. So there's a lot of stuff that surprised her, but yeah.
All right. Stacey, what do you think?
It was cool. It was the standard rally the troops huddle thing that men do. It's man shit, so I don't really get it. But go
there
ahead.
You go. Take it back to Snowfall. This is man shit. Boom.
Yeah. It happens in every. Let's be honest. It happens in almost every like big pump, movie like that. Independence Day or whatever. It happens in every film. So to me, this wasn't no different. Paid in Full had it. You know what I mean? Actually, a lot of gangster movies actually has it if you really look at it. Scarface. A lot of movies do this, technically speaking. You know what I mean? Okay, Gladiator, fine. If you want to go Gladiator, but you just do look at just regular hood movies.
Whoa.
As this, you know what I mean? New Jack City.
Dante Davis.
You know what I mean? So
thanks, Dante, for me. Now he says Raquel is the real villain. So let's get in that. So as they masterfully, I think, matched up. So Unique's war speech with Raquel's family speech of she turned into Tasha. That's all I'm saying. Like she took Tasha to the next level. I guess she's the first Tasha. Because now Kanan has become Tariq officially as another young son who has tried to murder his daddy. In an effort to save his mother. That is exactly why Tariq shot Ghost. He said, I should be protecting you, and I will. And then he walked his little happy ass in there and shot his unarmed daddy because he's a little bitch. But at least anyway. But the difference is, at least Tariq knew who he was shooting.
Sure.
Raquel has souped this little boy's head up to think that you are saving me and you're saving our family. And I know I'm asking you to do a lot. And I said, pause. This makes no damn sense because let's take a trip back to episode 1, shall we? Because Kanan, on his own, killed a man in his face, shot the man 3 or 4 times for his mama with no speech needed. Then he sat there with blood on his shirt later on in that episode, telling his mother that with, again, no hesitation, I killed this man not only because they tried to hurt you, mama, but to protect your business. So there was this moment should have happened in episode 1 or something. Like it's too late at this point, I thought. Or the speech. What's up, Stacey? I see. What do you think?
The speech from D-Wiz, wasn't D-Wiz the one that was pumping him up to go kill Hook?
I thought it was Kanan because Kanan was the one to be like, this is my mom's corner. I can't believe that they are out here disrespecting my mom. And then he went around the corner, was like, we're going to do this. And then
D-Wiz was pumping him up though.
All right. They were together though. But Kanan was still the one to be like, hey, we're going to do this. And he's the one that told Famous to them to calm down. He said, don't worry, D-Wiz and I will take care of this. And then pull out the gat. I believe the speech should have been, I'm asking you, I know you know how to kill a man. I'm asking you to kill a cop. I'm asking you to commit a federal crime.
But they would have known what it was. She wanted him to go in blind and not know what was what. If she told him a cop, then I think he would know who it would be.
So you really think she had him showing up to a meeting and had no clue who was he about to go?
Yeah.
To?
Did you see his face when Howard turned around? He was like shocked.
He was shocked. He was shocked.
He didn't know who it was.
Yeah, that was no. Oh, I knew what was going on. Look, nah. That was straight confusion right there.
Then I'm saying then this is the shit all the way around then because she should have been like, hey, I'm asking you to kill a cop, because then that makes it a different speech. That makes it, I'm asking you to commit a federal crime that not only can you go to jail for the rest of your life, we could go to jail and you could get the needle or whatever. Like to say, like her speech was, you've never killed somebody before, and I'm asking you to do something that you can't take back, which he's already done and been very comfortable with it. That's all I'm saying. So it kind of negates the whole thing we've been talking about this whole season of like, he's already dropped his first body. I mean, it didn't make any lot of sense to me.
Yeah, but this time it was an actual order from his mother. I mean, the other one that was like, she didn't even, this one was different. I felt this was different from just something that he wasn't supposed to be doing in the first place, but okay.
All right.
He trusted him it is a difference because the first time he killed someone, he was doing it for his mom, but he did it. This time she's telling him, giving him permission to do this for her, which she didn't react like that the first time that he killed someone. She was mad at him. And this time she's like, go do it. I'm telling you to go do it. So yeah, he was nervous. Yeah, he was like, oh my gosh. And then when he saw Howard, he was like, his face was all over his face. Like, I don't even what it was going through his mind. Like, what am I doing?
So next week. I didn't expect Marvin to do jukebox like that. Yeah, that was.
I didn't expect her to do her daddy like that. Like how you spit in your daddy's face and not catch a beating.
I'm about to say it was bad all around, really. But I could see it from his point of view too. I'm sorry, I don't know what I would have done if I don't care what my child spat in my face like that. That being said, he was wrong too. But all bets are off when you spit on another nigga's face. That's it. Like all you see is black, and you just see nothing black. The
That
Pope
is
could have spit in my face.
disgusting and disrespectful.
If the Pope would have spit in my face, I would have gone to hell because I would have knocked that nigga out.
Hold up. So your parent destroying your room, calling you a woman faggot, and is appropriate because at least
I just no. Did you not just hear that I said what he did was wrong too? You're just
it's
ignoring
not wrong
that.
too. It's wrong worse. Like that's not equal.
No,
like he choked her out to almost killing her.
I didn't say who the hell said it was the same level.
This dude.
She punched her dad.
That was at that point she was. All right.
Okay. As a parent, sometimes you can go to the edge because your kids will drive you to that. Okay. Yeah. It's sometimes you love your kids, but if my kids would have spit in my face.
Exactly,
I'm gonna beat the hell out of you.
He tore up his room, not her room.
That's right.
You're a child.
His house.
This is all my shit.
Yes. Everything in that room belonged to Marvin. It doesn't matter that it's her. I would have tore him up.
All right. My fault. My fault.
I would have been unconscious. If I would have done that to my dad, if I would have done that to my unconscious, to my dad, I don't care. Yo, he could have been wrong, even if my pops was wrong. If I would have spat in his face, I would have been knocked the fuck out, and I would have been woken up in the hospital. Seriously,
yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's just how it is. You know what I mean? That's just. You know,
right.
No, he was wrong. I'm saying he is wrong, but
He's wrong. He is wrong. Yeah,
you definitely don't spit in your child's face. I mean, your parents' face. You know what I mean?
That's an absolute
you don't spit in your parents' face. That's just another.
You don't even put your hands up. If I go at you, you better not put your hands up because if you put your hands up, it's just gonna be worse.
They're speechless.
He slapped her. I'm reading. Fuck. He slapped her and was about to pick her up, and then she started hitting him.
Right.
So it seems like he started but he's
first.
So apparently
once that spit came out of her mouth, all game is off.
All right. Okay. So all right. So we agree that ass whooping is a valid. At least most of y'all do. I do not. But then is this the scene that she gets kicked out of the house, or is that scene coming later? Like is this the scene that we saw?
It seems like he wanted her to leave though. Like she left her home.
It looks like Jesus will leave. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. She'll leave.
Okay. So if she leaves, let's just go down to if she leaves, then she's going to Raquel's house because she already got a place to live. So I mean, this ain't the big moment that we heard in book one when she ran off to DC. I mean, I think she ain't doing that at 15. And she still has to be Ghost and Tommy. So she's still going to be around. So I mean, it was. I think if we're going to go that moment, maybe we could have waited like a few seasons to be like, so we can get like that, like later on to where like she actually maybe could just pack up her shit, but her mom's coming next season, so that's still in play.
Speaking of the mother,
yes,
he was saying that you got that from your mother.
Yeah, Lebanese,
yes.
I was like, what?
All these nicknames. Left-handed, Lebanese. Jeez.
No, he was mispronouncing Lesbian.
Yeah, he was.
That's his Marvin ignorance. That's his Marvin ignorance right there. But
that wasn't no left-handed thing.
No, we're not gonna go down that road today, Chris.
Yeah, let's not do all
Thank
that.
You.
But anyway, so like it was she the title of the episode, Loyal to the End. I feel like that was jukebox. I feel like, despite the fact she knows that Kanan is the one that supplied the drugs that killed Nicole, she still defended him to Detective Burke. Despite the fact that she's got her ass whooped by her dad, she still helped Raquel with her plan, since we kind of missed the part where obviously Raquel must have told her in the hospital, hey, I need you to deliver a message to said white lady detective, which is that Unique is going to hit the cops. Which is all part of Raquel's master plan.
Oh, I totally missed that.
Yeah. I was like, so Hold. So it's hard. I don't got any kids. Yeah, I just don't think people should be.
I don't have kids
My
either,
bad.
but I get it.
Maybe she ran off with a. Maybe she ran off. She didn't run off with a woman. She ran off with a New York Knicks player. And then apparently she ends up in California with the music career, and then she's supposed to be coming back. Jukebox's mom, and she's coming back in Harlem or something to run a church or some shit. So moms and churches. So apparently we're meeting at least Raquel's mom, maybe all three of the kids' moms at church. And this is not the first time that Raquel has been to church with her mama. What y'all think of the reveal that mom is alive and kicking? So there was a legit grandmother.
I was thinking like, P Valley, Mercedes.
That's exactly what I thought.
Yep.
This P Valley right here. I'm like, I didn't know we were just revisiting that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, is she gonna steal Raquel's drug money for the church? Is
I know, right?
This where we're going? Oh,
I didn't get I didn't understand. Okay, so if that's Raquel's mother, like remember when Marvin and Raquel were talking to each other and they said mom and dad were getting high and he had to raise them. So I'm like, is that his mother? I didn't understand. Do they have separate parents? Like, it sounded to me like the parents lived in the house with them.
Mm-hmm.
She said, because he said when mom and dad, were on that shit, I'm the one that took care of y'all, right? So that does imply that maybe this woman got off the drugs. Why would you? And then
she got clean and she found the Lord, and and now she's in church.
As her kids are now drug dealers, to be like,
so she had to separate herself from her evil spawn.
Yes.
who did not learn from her mistakes. And she's like, hey, your choices are your own, Raquel. They ain't got nothing to do with me.
When adult parents do that, like you screw up your kid and then your kid grows up to be fucked up and you say, well, you're an adult, you can make but you screwed me up when I was little. Like, how am I going to make better decisions?
I was like, I learned it from watching you, mom. I don't know. I mean, you were on drugs, so I decided to sell drugs. I mean, I don't know. Their daddy was also, never mind, I don't get into that. And who had sex with who? Was their mother?
Wasn't Raquel at church for like an alibi? Because Howard was being killed.
That's what I got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's what I thought she was doing again. Like she was trying to be
in bright red, so everybody could see she was there.
She's just a beautiful dresser and a beautiful woman.
She was beautiful. She's always beautiful though.
So to that point, Terry thought that she was going to try to stand up to be like, hey, I found Jesus. So people can, be like, oh, she came up to the front, she tried to give her. So then more people can know she's there. Because right now, the only people that really can vouch for her is her own mama. I mean, short of her when going downstairs with, at the fish fry or whatever downstairs. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she would make more of a public scene, then maybe, maybe Terry thought the same thing. Then maybe that's why she was there. But it was interesting that I was wrong. All right. So I didn't think they were going to introduce the grandmother because I thought that was like a bullshit throwaway line in episode 1, but she legit does exist. So
that's the grandmother. Oh.
Yeah.
Isn't she supposed to live somewhere else?
Well, she did go somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
Yeah, she traveled. She got dressed up in red and traveled outside of Queens to go see her mama. So that's where Kanan was supposed to go off to that great school. Also, anyway, family moment. I thought it was awesome to see Marvin and Raquel kind of work it out like in the church. Like I thought that was a good family drama moment. And again, this is where which we did learn. I thought it was a good moment. I thought
you don't like the family moments. I thought you hate the This Is Us.
No,
moment.
I'm saying when I sign up for a crime show and I get 50 minutes of This Is Us, I'm like, this is that bullshit.
But you love this family drama.
It was enough that it was appropriate for what we're trying to achieve.
Y'all heard that first, so yeah, folks. All right.
I said last week. Again, I thought Jukebox was bringing it, and then people got mad. I mean, I didn't say the family drama wasn't good. I'm just saying it's unnecessary when it's all in this episode. But anyway, my point is, as they were talking, I thought it was an awesome episode because I mean, to Marvin's like, look, I'm still a man, right? Like we found out, that he raised a family. We find out, but he's like, I'm still a man that needs to be heard. And his sister was like, I get that, and they kind of worked that shit out. Speaking of effective communication, I like to go back to when Raquel broke up with Symphony, which clearly reminded me of Ghost breaking up with Angie. After remember when Tommy was like, they're gonna kill that bitch, and he was like, Angie, we can't do this. this is all a dream. This wasn't going anywhere. It's the right decision. And she's up there crying and carrying on and shit. I'm like, Raquel's doing the exact same thing. I mean,
But
she's
did
like,
they have a fight or something, or did she just do that just because?
nah, she did that just because.
She did
Remember
that just
last
because they were fine, and then he came up to the hospital, and she just got an attitude, which we do when we want
I
to get
thought I
rid of
missed
you.
something, but okay.
Yeah.
Yes, especially him opening up and saying that he's a man that does not appreciate taking orders from his little sister. Yeah, I mean, no, he got an ego. I thought,
Yeah, but you taking orders because you screwed up. It wasn't like she just came and took over.
so
I knew what he meant though.
It
I
was
knew what he
interesting.
meant when he said that.
It was interesting that his response was, "I've been making my own decisions. I've been my own man." That's only been 2 days. Like,
Hey, you gotta start somewhere.
I mean, he talking like he's been, on his own for months, even maybe weeks. It's been 2 days.
Yeah, but the whole decision to shoot up the car that's known to be bulletproof wasn't the best decision.
No. So we'll talk about that ignorance in a minute. But I want to focus on
part of the whole show.
I was like, fucking Marvin. But I want to talk about the fact that Raquel, after having her Ghost Angie moment, that as Symphony is walking away and says, "Tell Marvin Tony can't be trusted," and she's standing there smiling like, "I did it." I'm like, your dumb ass needs to ask some questions. Like, this is where you go, what the fuck you mean Tony can't be trusted? Like, can we have a conversation? Because last week she was like, "Hey, Lulu, can we once again talk about Unique pushing up on you? Can we get into that again? Because I'm just curious. I'm that kind of person." Then Jukebox, she's like, "Hey, Jukebox, some white lady cop wants to talk to you. Let's get into that. Let's find out why she's asking you all these questions." But you find out that the girl that your unstable brother has been fucking, it can't be trusted. And you're like, "Well, bye, Symphony. At least you won't be caught up in my bullshit." And then she doesn't even tell Marvin, "Hey, big brother, by the way, since we've reconciled, your white girl, Tony Deep Dick, cannot be trusted."
Wait, what? Wait.
What?
I'm sorry, that was just me. That was my bad. I had to. Her name is, hey, look, that's the way it is. Don't get mad at me for speaking truth. All right, so
wow, dude. Wow.
Hey, I never passed up an opportunity because apparently if Tony was in it, she would have been getting some penis in this episode. But I want to talk about the hospital. I want to talk about the hospital, right? So this is where racial profiling it actually worked out. Because Detective Howard, minding his own business,
looking terrible.
Dude, like that's good makeup and stuff because he looked nasty.
He lost weight too.
I don't know.
His face
That looks a little much.
Okay, so anyway, so that's he's out there smoking, minding his own business. He sees 2 black ass young men looking like Kid and Play coming out their car, and he said, "There's something about this that just don't seem okay." And he said, "I need to look into this shit." And be damned. So which one is it? I'm trying to understand which one is it. Did they have a whole police squad protecting Lulu? Or is this hospital so dangerous that every floor requires an armed cop?
Yeah.
It could be possible that they have armed cop. I've seen an armed cop in hospitals before.
Like that shit was absolutely fucking crazy.
There was a lot of them though.
It was 3 of them.
At least we saw two downstairs just to get into the place. Then the cop who's upstairs just talking to the, I'm like, God damn. And then somehow Detective Howard was like, "All cops in the building, we need to protect Lulu Thomas." Who the fuck is Lulu Thomas? Don't worry about it. Just get everybody together because we have to stop him from being assassinated. As Chris Rock said, JFK got assassinated. Martin Luther King got assassinated. Lulu would have been a nigga who just got shot. Like, let's not overstate it. Okay.
You looked at it when I see you did your homework right before this. I see. All right. All right. Kudos to you, man. Kudos. I know what you did. I know. Props to you though. Props to
Thank
you,
you,
bro.
sir. I'm a Chris Rock a student. I know all this stuff. But I was like, when I saw that, I was like, assassination. Let's back that shit up, please.
Yeah.
Also, did you notice how shitty his burnt face makeup was?
Oh yes, I have that on my notes. That's like the second note. The makeup on Lulu was bad. Yeah,
Bad as fuck, dude.
It
Like
was
Tyler
just
Perry
red
would have did
smudge.
better. Tyler Perry would have did better. I mean, damn. You
Marvin's
remember?
were
I mean,
better. Marvin's
I kind of
makeup
felt
was better.
I kind of felt the same way about Howard's face. I was like, really? Like last time we saw him, it wasn't even more than a couple weeks ago. Now all of a sudden it's like watching Stephen King's Thinner. Like all of a sudden, like just face changed that much. It just looks it just transformed too much so fast. I'm like, okay, really?
Well, stage
Like,
4 cancer. That can happen actually.
it can, but I'm just saying that,
Very
I'm just
rapidly.
saying the drastic change from the previous episode to this one was just
Oh.
a little bit too much. Unless we're talking about months went by. If months went by, sure. But this was like a matter of like what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
No, that can actually happen within weeks. If your cancer is that bad, you can start to get gaunt, and it's rapid, man.
I don't know. The nigga was walking around and moving like it was just at 2 or 3. Like I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. But okay, all right.
But I mean, to Chris's point, if he's at that kind of stage 4, no bone marrow saving his happy ass. Like he needs to be looking at hospice and trying to live right. Like he is beyond fucked because he
stops speaking, but I guess it's too far.
What
So
is
you don't
that?
care.
But so Bashan, man, he's fast forwarding to the parent murder. Why can't Detective Howard just get straight to the point? Fucking nigga just dying. That is classic TV shit. Like when you're talking to somebody's put a bullet in you, you like, no, I'm sorry. I've been waiting all day to talk to you. I didn't know what I was gonna say when I met you. How about I'm your daddy? Like as you being bleeding to death in front of this kid who just put a bullet in you, how about you go, stop? I am your father. Like I saw Star Wars, and that's what you need to be saying right now. Like
I think he will. I think no joke, because
that's why he's not dead.
He's yeah. I think he's going to stand. See, here's the deal. I think Kanan's still going to finish the job, right? But they're going to reveal. This is how it gets revealed how ruthless Kanan really is, right? Like yes, his mom is ruthless as well, but he's dying, right? And he's on. He's like, hey, I gotta tell you, you're my kid, man. And then Kanan is like, don't care, whatever. Similar to like Bishop and Juice, just still pull the trigger. I feel like it's still he's gonna still just. The preview shows that despite being shot at least twice, like he's fine, like he's rolling into the hospital, so he's not. No,
dead.
I know what I'm saying. In the hospital, what I'm saying is, while in the hospital, I think
Kanan's coming to finish the job in the hospital.
Dude, other crazy shit has happened. Are you kidding me? Like,
all right, my bad.
But all right, well, okay, I hear you.
He's gonna be
assassinated. He's gonna be assassinated.
I really do think Kanan's going to do it. I think Kanan's going to finish the job. Even this time, he's going to know that's the pops and still do it.
See, there you go. There you go. We going? Are we going scandal route? Is that what we doing? Like, shh. So Terry said something, and I thought it was a great idea. I think if Howard's working the long game, he says, "Hey, son of mine, if you don't give me bone marrow, I'm going to tell these people that you're the one that shot me. All right, and then you're going to jail." Because he already said if I don't get to meet Kanan, he's going to jail. He already put that out there. So he could be like, I'm gonna say Unique shot me. So let's get to that. This show is predictable as fuck. Okay, because we said last week to pinpoint precision, they stole the jackets to use it to set up fucking Unique for trying to kill Howard. All right, and that's exactly what they did. And then Chris, I watched our video last week. You called it when you said, David, you're gonna hear that damn song one more time because fucking Marvin is gonna find that video and play it, and you're gonna be mad as fuck. And Chris, you've never been more right. I was losing my shit. I was like, if I hear this,
my girlfriend thought it was gonna go a different way, and I was like, no, watch, you're gonna find that tape. And he's like, oh wow, you're right. Oh, this is bad. And I was like, yep. I was like,
oh, I'm so happy he destroyed that TV. I'm so happy. I'm like, that tape needs to be gone. I shall never hear that fucking tape again. And she still hasn't read that letter. Let's just get that out there. She still hasn't read that fucking letter.
Yo, I don't know what's more annoying, this or Tasha with that cell phone. Like, this letter needs to be read. Like, I need this letter read, okay?
Okay, I
Read it
got
so I hear her voice.
bulletproof vest. Oh, okay. So now we got that. Maybe he was wearing a bulletproof vest, but his mama
get,
just
like,
taught him. His mama just taught him 2 in the chest and 1 in the head, and he did none of that. It's like the more training he gets, the worse shot he is. When he had no training, he killed Buck 20, no problem, and then sat there and watched him die. Like, I mean, he was all right with that.
But we still don't know whether D-Wiz's bullets or Kanan's bullets killed him. We have no clue. So
probably D. I'm gonna go with D-Wiz.
I think it was D-Wiz.
I'm gonna say D-Wiz did it. Yep.
So you saying even Kanan don't know that he killed him? That's what we're doing?
Yeah.
He has no idea. He has no idea. It was both of them shooting.
Omnipotent 50 Cent / Kanan, okay, who knows what Detective Howard's face looks like, even though young Kanan wasn't even there, okay? He's the one that killed Buck 20. We need to accept that, okay? Like I'm saying, so it's like if Kanan says it / 50 Cent says it, that's what happened, okay? Like
maybe he's trying to. Yo, 50 says a lot of shit in the songs that ain't necessarily true either, but you know, but okay.
And he admitted to it on a lie detector the other day, so
that's what we do.
He did. He was on the lie detector at test.
Okay. It was stupid for her to kill Howard when you could have had the police on your side when Unique is fucking you.
Not that one. Not that one, though. So I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. I'm a little iffy about that one because on one hand, both times he's gotten Kanan out of the gym, got Lulu out of the, from getting killed.
Yeah.
Same time, I did like that was a little Departed. If anybody's seen The Departed, right? Basically, what Rock did with Unique, not with Unique, but with Jukebox was straight up Jack Nicholson did to Matt Damon and said, hey, being a cop, or actually not being a cop, but like having friends in the inside is not a bad thing to have. And I was like, Departed. I saw what they did there. That was straight Departed. And what did Matt Damon do? Matt Damon, just so he can please Jack Nicholson, he became a cop just so he know all the insides. I'm like, all right, okay. So I don't know. He was the wrong cop. I mean, that line needed to be said in this episode in order for it to kind of make sense later on. But,
So let's go down
this road. But she's crazy. But Jukebox is now crazy now. She's now psychotic because of everything that has just happened in the last, 8 episodes. You know what I mean?
So let's go down this road. We all predicted that Detective Burke will use her lesbianism to bond with Jukebox. At the grave sites of Nicole, I was like, that's a bit much. To be like, hey, I understand you because I also love the woman in high school. Did she die of crack? No, then shut the fuck up. Like I just lost the love of my life. Like, what are you talking about? But she's like, girl, I understand how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Your first girl's a lot.
I was afraid though. I was afraid about one thing. I was like, oh man, don't do a David. Do an Iron Panther angle where it's like they use a lesbian, be like, hey, you look really cute, you know what I mean, or something. I was just hoping it wasn't going to turn, because I was like, man,
the show's not over yet.
Another season. There's going to be another season of him with this BS. Can't do it.
The show is not over yet. But again, if Raquel, who again was having sex with a cop when she was a teenager, like convinces Jukebox that, hey, we need a cop on our side, and maybe Detective Burke can get us to point A to point B. And she actually Jukebox actually tells Raquel the truth that Burke is kind of bonded with her on her lesbian angle. There's a lot of things that can open up with this, no pun intended. I'm saying, but like that, you could probably get into that some of that stuff.
Why would you say that? That wasn't even remotely close to what any of us. No one was even thinking about that route. No pun intended on too easy. I mean, is that what you want to say now too?
I like talking about timelines because timelines are important to me. So Nicole died on April 25th, 1991. So we know the around the about time this show is happening. And we also know that Davina's mom died a month ago. So again, as power goes, this season is no more than a month, maybe a little bit over that. So as we look at season 2 and season 2 comes, if they're still in 1991, okay, then we got to question, just how far this time-wise this show is gonna go.
Thank goodness. I thought you were going to go a different angle with that. I thought you were going to be like, timeline is important because of April 1991. I did my research and the Boyz II Men song came out at this time. They could have easily done Boyz II Men. I thought that's where you're going to go.
I'm gonna let that go, Chris. I said I was gonna let that go.
All right, cool. All right, go. All right.
They will ask Howard who shot him, and he will say Unique. Exactly. He will say Unique shot him to protect his son so he can get that bone marrow. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. He's gonna play the long game. And now he owns now that he owns Kanan, I mean he owns Raquel. I mean, in that sense. I just can't believe that she really thought that anyone's gonna believe Unique killed a cop just because you saw his pretty jacket running around the hood. Like, I think you would need a little bit more than that.
No.
Not
they
this
just
show.
want to get
Not in Power. Not in
no,
Power, you don't.
they just want somebody to lock up. The guy said at the beginning of the season, we need to lock somebody up.
So we need wins, and the only person trying to solve any crimes is Detective Burke. Which what we said now that Howard shot, it may be a while, but we said that Howard was going to kill her to protect Kanan and to get that bone marrow. So if he does live and somehow recovers from all this, then maybe he does. Maybe he sends Kanan to go kill, maybe Kanan ends up killing the Detective Burke. I don't know. I don't think
he's gonna die.
I think season 2 will be 1992 and season 3 will be 1990. I mean, I hope you're right, but that's not how Power works. I mean,
I hope it's a bigger jump. I hope it's a bigger. I mean, I hope we're looking at maybe like a 3-year jump, maybe 3 or 4 year. I mean, a big enough where a lot more progress can happen, but not so much so that they would have to recast. You know what I mean? So
that's what I'm saying. Like you said,
yeah. So like 3 years, maybe.
If they go too far, they're gonna have to recast some of these characters. Because or at least the children. So let's talk about. So we said Lulu was not gonna die. I don't think anybody thought otherwise. Jessica was sitting up there at
Franklin. Same time, Franklin Saint was probably like, "Damn it."
What? Why
because his friend. Well, because his friend had to die for about.
I get you. For this character,
Lulu is also the same. Never mind, dude.
Thanks, Chris. I thought you meant that Franklin Saint survived being shot, but he's limping. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had some real repercussions to his shot. I'm sure Lulu's gonna walk away from his almost burnt lungs and shit and be just fine in the studio dropping hits.
Asthma now.
Season 2. Huh?
He might have asthma now.
That would be funny if he's like,
he can't run.
I mean, let's play this out. Let's pretend. All right. So I know we all say Howard going to die. Let's say Howard doesn't die, and let's just say somehow Kanan does give Meryl. Right? Do we think I know, but just hear me out, okay?
Nobody's saying nothing.
Would it be I see the look on your face though, man. That tells me 100 things. But what I'm saying is, if that happens, are we going to see Howard like jumping across fences and shit like that the next season? As if like just getting some little bit of bone marrow makes you 100% again. You know what I mean?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I mean like him like just chase similar to what we saw in first episode before. Like, was it episode 3 where he started losing his breath? You know what I mean? First episode he was able to run a little bit more distance. Third episode he was like huffing and puffing. You know what I mean?
Also, obviously he's gonna be regenerated, and all of a sudden he can jump fences again.
I mean, typical Power shit. Like just think of Kanan. Think of Kanan and Power when he survived that fire and whatever. Like, and then it only took him like 5 or 6 episodes messing around, like being hanging around Jukebox, and all of a sudden, other than his like somewhat burnt face, whatever, dude was about 100%.
I disagree. I disagree because when he got back to New York, he was still on that lane. He was addicted, and those burns were hurting him. I mean, like he was not 100% when he got back to New York. Like, and then when Tariq saw him, he still was wearing the glove and shit, looking like Luke Skywalker. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Like, to be like, it's like so. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I see your point. Like, they need if Howard's going to be relevant, he cannot be in the hospital, right? They got to get his ass up and moving, right? So like I don't know if Raquel may try to kill him again, but again, the original plan was for Lulu to do it, for Lulu to get the jacket, wear it, and kill Howard. And then once Lulu got put to the hospital, she had to switch it around and send Kanan. Also, it's kind of fucked up that after, people tried to kill her son in episode 1, she made no effort, to do the whole, we got to get revenge. But once her brother gets put into the hospital, then she like, they don't know who I am. I'm going to have to remind them. She do a whole lot of talking and no action. Like she did nothing but get her son to kill his dad. She don't got no soldiers. Like she couldn't have the war speech because she ain't got nobody to go to war with. Like,
that's why it was perfect. That's why it was actually perfect. I mean, she didn't have any soldiers, so the only way to take down Unique, I mean, it was a clever play because to your point, Unique's giving this big speech in front of 300 Spartans. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, Marvin's telling like yo, you got Kanan be like, yo, why you give me a gun? Like, bro, we ain't got that many soldiers, man. You got to strap up, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the only way to do it is to have them. It's basically to pull an Al Capone tax evasion. Like, yo, set them up for something else. You know what I mean? We can't necessarily kill them, but we can get them for something else.
But it doesn't make sense that she doesn't have soldiers, though.
Yes.
Now, from the very beginning of this show, I never understood why it was just Marvin, Lulu, security guard. Yeah. Then they brought in Kanan. Then they had, what's his name? Scrappy.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's like you have a handful of people, but you're DEF CON's ex-chick. Yeah. Didn't DEF CON have a bunch of niggas behind them? Like,
yep.
I'm gonna say this.
How does the Unique have like different boroughs behind him?
Yeah.
Not just Queens. He got Bronx. He got Brooklyn.
Yeah. He's rolling.
I say if their soldiers were anything like Lil Rob, then they ain't shit. Maybe that's why they were like, yo, they all them bunch of snitches, but like Lil Rob or whatever. So yo, and Lil Rob, dude, why you look all surprised, dude? Like, no, man. Hey, man, 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 it was all about us. I'm like, bro, really? Like, you didn't see this coming? I was like, come on, you dead, man.
It was so. Before we get to Lil Rob, like as y'all said, like Marvin, how does Marvin not know what D Wiz told Kanan in episode 1? Like, you see Unique over there, he's riding in a bulletproof presidential level car, and I'm like, you don't just shoot the fucking car, like. If Marvin's going to try to go after this dude, go after him at home. Go after him at the tailor shop where he's going, like he's vulnerable. Like, why the fuck are you trying to kill him next? And how the fuck did you know he's taking his kids to the movies? Like, this should have happened in episode 2. The
same reason he know they go to the diner every Wednesday for dinner.
Oh, he has a standing date with his son. That's beautiful. And they actually, so another good writing, they actually showed the son existed because I didn't think we were ever going to see that little boy. And I was like,
but don't, I was about to say.
Yeah, I thought he was older too. I thought he was like a teenager.
3 episodes he'll be much older. But I'm but I was thinking about when they showed him, I was laughing like, yo, David's going to flip out because we ain't going to see that little boy again as much as we see Heaven and Yaz. Like we're going to see him here, and then all of a sudden we'll see him next season, and then the kid, like you said, gonna be damn near like a junior in high school.
Yeah,
and like
he's gonna be going to choke. That little boy's gonna be going to choke. He's gonna be like, Dad, I got a scholarship. It's like, oh, you so smart. I'm like, oh shit, like this is what we doing now. But I was like, what I saw if this would have happened in episode 2 after they tried to kill Kanan, and Raquel is like, you try to kill my son, I'm gonna try to kill your son. That would have made sense. And I mean, you don't have to actually like achieve it, but that would make some type of damn like sense. But I'm like, to do it now, I'm like, when it just irritated me.
To me, it made sense because it was Marvin. It wouldn't make any sense if it was Rock or if it was Lulu. Marvin is a hothead, and to me, it made perfect sense that he just went out and just went because all he saw was red, and he just wasn't thinking, which is why he's not the head of the family business to begin with. And that's why he just went start shooting like crazy. You know what I mean? He went straight up Tommy on. You know what I mean?
No,
just wasn't thinking.
Then he should have did that after the wannabe drive-by at the cafe in episode 1 and almost killing his nephew in episode 1. Both of those events, he should have been like, I'm shooting somebody in Unique's crew. And I'm saying, so that's even more reason why he should have did it. Like,
oh, and let me tell you, that van was very flammable for just a little bit of
right.
I was like, oh damn, here we go. The Michael Bay's effect. Let's throw a little bit of fluid, and then Like, why you gotta throw the whole lighter? That is a good lighter. Why
The
get rid of
CGI was
good lighter?
terrible.
Oh yeah, when the bullets were hitting the windows and shit, I was like Tyler fucking Perry.
And even
I
the
was like,
fire was CGI.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah,
just
fire was
yeah.
crazy. Yeah,
Maybe it's COVID. Maybe they couldn't afford fire. I mean, I don't know what that's got to do with anything. But I'm just throwing out shit. But no, like killing Lil Rob was absolutely. We said that last week. Like that was absolutely necessary. I still feel that again they missed an opportunity for Marvin to show fucking Kanan what happens when people snitch on you. Like Kanan should have killed him, and then Marvin should have showed Kanan how to chop up a body. Like Lil Rob should have been chopped up in pieces with an axe, and then put into the lake somewhere. Like Marvin is doing all the stuff that Kanan should be doing to get him where we need him to be. Is what I'm saying. Like I think that would. I think
he will. I think Marvin was just that whole thing. He was just pissed. Like he just wasn't the whole thing. He was just there wasn't even a sense of a soul in this.
Do y'all think Unique will make it out of the finale and they save him for like season 2, or do you think that it's a wrap?
I think he's going to go to jail. He's going to go to jail, and then we're going to see him possibly get out in season 2, getting revenge again. Yeah.
I think they're going for the long haul. Like until they have a replacement in the wings, until they have the Milan to the Lobos like already ready. Like he's going the distance. Like I think he'll definitely be season 2. Maybe season 2.
Yeah,
he gets replaced.
No, I mean he's going to go to jail. Just like Ghost went to jail. And
I don't think he's going. I don't think the whole setup's going to work.
I think he's going to jail. He's got to breathe. They got to. I'm telling you, Breeze is coming. They got to get rid of Unique. You guys will mark my words. You're gonna
no. I mean, Bashan's like, I'm fully convinced Breeze is teaching Kanan how to chop up bodies since none of his uncles are. Like we're all hanging this entire series on one person named Breeze. He's
because
like
that's what they told us.
We'll probably never get a Breeze.
We ain't getting no
like
fucking.
They're clearly not listening to Book One.
Yes,
nothing's lining up. So
nothing. Because at this point, I can't wait for Jessica to end up pregnant. I can't wait for Jessica to end up pregnant and be like, baby, we're gonna build this empire of a music.
I can't wait for her to die. Sorry.
She's gonna end up pregnant. And
even Lulu was like, he wasn't happy to see Jessica when he woke up. He was like, where's everybody? He overlooked the fact that she was there. Was like, where's everybody else? He was
like, damn, I got this gold digger. I got this gold digging ass itch right from my dick.
He's not impressed by her, okay?
I was about to say, yeah, didn't they fight the last time we saw? Yeah. Like, they had a horrible fight. Yeah. So,
well, yeah. I mean, so that was more of a like she's like, you need to be more ambitious. He's like, I ain't trying to be more ambitious. But once he's like rubbing her head as he wakes up, he's like, where's the rest of my family? She's gonna be, bitch, I am your family. You don't need them. And he's gonna be like, you know what, baby, you're right. And then he's gonna be like, I gotta get out the game, Raquel. I gotta start.
Holly.
Huh?
It's gonna be Holly.
That's what I'm saying. And then he's got to be like, I'm sorry, bitch. I didn't mean to do it. Shh. Like,
that's what kind of looked like with Marvin Jukebox for a second. We're like, oh, Holly.
I was like, if
we didn't already know that Jukebox was going to be, I was going to think, I was like, oh, this is a Holly moment. I'm like, wait, we already know what happens to Jukebox.
But that was fantastic acting by Jukebox. Like her eyes were dilated. And it really looked like he was choking. It was like the way Hollywood did a phenomenal job too. Even her face was red when she was being choked by Tommy. And in Jukebox, like her eyes were all bulged out. I was like, whew, that was
maybe that's a
maybe
that's a good thing, man.
But that took seasons. Like that took seasons to develop the relationship where we're like, oh shit, like this is sad, right? Like they're moving through a lot of shit. They know that they could spread out. So it's something.
They're not gonna spread it out because this is not gonna be a long-term show. It's just not. It's gonna have maybe a season 3. And that's a huge maybe.
And so again, we're all hanging our hats on a huge time jump. We're hanging our hats on a huge time jump between season 1 and 2, and we gotta see if they don't do that. We're not. I say again, we're not getting past 1991. Like we will be in this year, and that's gonna be sad. But I don't. And then they'll just start shoving characters like fuck the timeline. They'll just start shoving Ghost and Tommy and Tasha in here like it makes any kind of sense.
Hey,
just so we can say we saw.
me, my little baby Tariq. Like, wait, well, hold on.
What?
Carry the 3. What?
I was like,
Like,
hey,
like,
I was like,
makes
what
no
is
sense.
happening right now? So why? So some why was Jerome even put into the series? We have yet to see big money swag out from Unique with a female, even famous. Had a piece of action. Who is Jerome?
Oh, wait, is he trying to say why? How come Unique didn't get none? I think that's what he's trying to say.
Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing?
That
Because he's focused on the
you
business. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got time for ass. Like he working. Like Raquel is getting the dick. Like that's her job. Like Tony, like that's her job. You know what I'm saying? We got enough people. That, you know what? 2 points for this episode that there was no dick given. Like I was happy. Like I was like, let's focus on the crime.
I knew you
let's
would
focus
be.
on what we signed up for. Huh?
I knew you would be happy about that. There was no singing. I was thinking like maybe Dave was thinking.
Oh, singing.
Well, technically, yeah. But the fact that he was I was thinking like, I wonder if David. I was thinking like, I wonder if David thinks because now that Jukebox is choked out, it'll be a while before she's able to use her singing voice now. You know what I mean? So maybe that did you a favor. Maybe Marvin doing this horrible act kind of did you a favor in a way, and you won't have to hear her sing at least for another
But you know
season.
what?
You know what I mean?
Whoa. You know what's gonna happen? Nicole's parents are gonna find another copy of that tape and they're gonna play it again for her powerful friends that they're gonna use to bring down the entire New York City government on Jukebox. So let's get back to white privilege, shall we? Because so it's one, I'm serious when I say she's justified in all this. She is absolutely right to say apparently only one gives a fuck about her daughter being dead is her. Because her husband is like, well, we can't blame the girl who brought the drugs, baby. We can't do that. And fucking Burke is like, hey, wait, I need her.
No. Nicole took that out of Jukebox's bag. It is Nicole's fault. Mm-hmm. Why were you in her bag?
Okay, let's back this up.
She took the drugs. Jukebox didn't make her take the drugs. Jukebox didn't give her the drugs. She took the drugs. So it is her fault.
Jukebox took her to the party. Jukebox is the one that took the drugs from Kanan.
Not a gunpoint.
Wait a minute. Because she took her to a party that had drugs, it's Jukebox's fault?
It's more Jessica's fault than Jukebox's.
Yes, Jessica is the only one who allowed that to happen.
You are fucking kidding me. Like, so Jukebox had no part in this, huh? Like her and Kanan have no part in this.
How do you feel like Jukebox had any part in killing her?
It's not
Jukebox's fault.
Yeah.
All right.
How is it? No, explain to me.
If she would not have met Jukebox, she'd still be alive. Can we agree?
Sure, but that
all right.
But that's like an Indian.
It doesn't make it her fault.
Exactly.
If she would have listened to her parents and left her the fuck alone, she would not have went to the party. She would not have smoked the drugs. She would not have got the crack. Her happy ass would still be alive right now.
So Jukebox made her go to the party. Also made her take the drugs.
I'm saying she contributed. Can we at least say that? She is part of the process. Can we at least say that?
Oh my.
Nicole is responsible for Nicole.
Thank
period. You. If Jukebox wanted to spend time with her, so she invited her to a party. She didn't say when a Camacho has a blunt, go ahead and smoke it. She didn't tell her that.
Thank you, Blaine Troop. She already had a pipe. She was already about that.
This girl was using drugs.
That was weed. That was not crack. All right.
She already do drugs, so we know weed is the gateway drug from the 90s.
Y'all fucked up. All right.
I'm about to say
like Nancy Reagan told y'all.
Yeah, it's all good.
She would be alive.
There's no, exactly. Yeah. Nicole is dead because of Nicole.
Yeah.
Straight up. I mean, like if someone takes something out of my backpack, like they take this big old bottle of Jack Daniels that belonged to me, and then they start drinking it, and then they OD. You don't get to say, "Oh, well, it is Chris's fault. Chris is responsible for the murder of." Are you kidding me? No,
I didn't say murder.
No, you took my property, and you decided upon yourself to eject it or do whatever.
Here, try this.
She didn't do that.
Exactly.
Jukebox just wanted her to be at the show because that's her girlfriend.
Jukebox
didn't say smoke the weed and then go on my purse and get the rock.
Understood the family she was a part of. Jukebox fully understood that her family were drug dealers. She also understood that Nicole wasn't about this life, and she
Bruh.
put her into
She
this
was
shit.
about that life because she had a pipe in her room.
She
Whatever.
didn't have no
Yes.
fucking crack. Y'all, oh my
And
God.
Nicole
All right.
Bruh.
has, if
All right.
Nicole is so, if Nicole is so naive, then why would she even deal with Jukebox?
Nicole was the one that turned Jukebox out. Jukebox
Yes.
was still.
Was
She's like,
I did
innocent
having
as far
lesbian
as the
sex is not
lesbian
turning
stuff.
her out. Come
Yes,
on.
it is.
Look
As
at
far
you.
as the lesbian
Not
stuff,
just
yeah,
talking shit.
Jukebox didn't know anything.
No. To your point, everything that Jukebox did, she was not comfortable with. That Nicole had to ease her into. Nicole was the one that had to get her out of her comfort zone.
Yeah.
Whether it became singing, getting some head,
Oh my
whatever.
God.
Yo, I'm telling you, no joke. If anything,
Okay,
if Nicole
all
was
right.
still alive, she should have gone to jail for being a thief. You know what I mean? Nah, dude. Nah, bro. Stealing someone's property, bro. You took. Well, I mean,
stealing
not
crack.
Oh,
You
she
want her to go to
stole
jail
crack.
for stealing crack?
I'm being funny.
All
I'm
right.
being funny on that one. I'm not being realistic on that
Oh,
one. But you get my point.
All right. So everybody contributes. Okay, so really, drug addicts are their own problem, right? Like everybody chooses their own situation.
Yes.
All right. So it takes the self-responsibility. All right.
That's it.
So how about this?
Yeah.
So then I feel
If
perfectly
you get
confident.
choked out and waterboarded, it's your fault because you agreed to it. Thank you.
That's another video, Stacey. And we
Oh,
can get back to that.
monogamy. Okay.
Nicole made okay. So then I would like to say then also for all the unnecessary racism discussions in this bullshit series, that in the end, all the stuff with Jukebox was facing the racism of her homophobic girlfriend's parents, and it was racism. In the end, a black man is the one that almost killed her. Okay, in the end, every black person who died in this show died at the hands of other black people. You know what I'm saying? So Symphony's constant daily speeches of fucking the white man's racism is imprisoning black folks into New York City is fucking unnecessary, because in the end, it was the black folks who killed each other.
It up.
Symphony, I'm just saying, like, because I remember in the comments, people were like, David, why are you acting like this racism stuff is unnecessary? Because it absolutely is. Okay, because it's really, we were hurting ourselves in this shit. Like, I'm like, it was
no. It's the city that does it. The city does it. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
The environment. It isn't their fault.
Because even Jukebox was like, it's not me, it's not you, Kanan, it's the streets.
No,
the
streets, I think in that comment, I think that what Jukebox was actually trying to say was that they are products of their environment, but that is their fault, because you can live in an environment that has drugs and has drug dealers and all that stuff and not become a drug dealer or a prostitute or a whore. Yes. So yes, it's their fault that they became products of their environment. Period. End of story. They don't have to follow their father. They don't have to follow the mother. They chose to be in that life. So yes.
I specifically said I don't do that because that's what my dad does. She chose not to do it.
Right. So you can choose not to be a product of your environment.
She just stole the steal. But somehow she stopped doing that because she got studio time. I was like, oh man, where the fuck is Famous? Not that I want to see that. I was like, anyway.
No.
I was like, is he gonna sing a song about fucking Lil Rob being murdered? Is this is the whole next new album? The whole the war. So
if he made a song about killing a cop, then we know something.
Oh, dude. Also, again, Raquel, once again, the only person she decided she needed to shoot was an abusive husband. She still made no effort, I'm saying, to go out there and help Ken. Like, if she's an expert marksman, as we saw in this episode. She easily could have been like, Kanan, go to the meeting, meet the guy, and she could have shot fucking Howard from a distance. Since she's Tommy level fucking sniper, she easily could have shot this dude, so Kanan wouldn't have the stress of one day, and he will find out that he did kill or almost killed his dad. Like, that's clearly where they're going with this, because I don't think we really know the final words that she said to him, because she was like, I'm gonna give you the raw, unedited truth, and then cut scene. I'm like, I'm sure she must have said something to be like, the person you're about. I still don't believe it. I still don't believe she just said, go to a random ass meeting and shoot whoever shows up, because that person is going to be dangerous. Well, who is it, mama? Don't worry about that. Just show up and somebody's going to be there. I believe she told him something like, Detective Howard's the one that killed your dad, something.
But why was Kanan's face like, when you saw him?
One, he was all of a sudden nervous about shooting someone. They want to act like, but he already went through that shit. He was doing the same shit he was doing.
But this is a cop. it's a totally different thing. It's a cop.
He just like you kill one person and all of a sudden you're an expert. Like
No,
it probably
he's
takes
not.
a few bodies to build up to that.
Yes.
He's already killed somebody. He survived 2 assassinations. Okay, and he has not lost sleep after any of this shit. Okay, so and he found out he killed 5 people with his crack and did not give a fuck. He did not lose sleep over that either. So don't tell me that all of a sudden he has to kill somebody. He's like, oh my god, I don't know what to do now. Like,
no, I don't think that. I think that
you get in the house from the guy getting shot in front of him. Like
he threw up.
a kid.
And that never went anywhere. Fuck. I just
yeah, but still, the ladies are right. I mean, he literally vomited off of just watching someone get shot right in front of him. So he's not.
He didn't. After he
wouldn't.
he wouldn't vomit over $120. He got vomited because he got blood all over him. Like that's what made him vomit. Killing someone.
He was traumatized by $120 too, because remember he was in shock and $120 pulled him down to him, and Kanan was like, because he was in shock. He's still a kid.
Yeah,
and he had no problem grabbing the gun again. And he had no problem to be like, "Hey, we're gonna mount up again." Anyway, we'll see. I hope we get a better understanding of what we're telling. Huh?
He ain't Tariq yet. Tariq was like, "I am the situation."
Remember, I love that scene. I loved it. Oh man, that shit was so gangster. He was like,
"Yeah,
I am the bad situation." Like, oh fuck. He's like, I am the one who knocks. I was like, oh shit. Anyway, he needs his killer outfit. He hasn't got his killer outfit together. His ghost had a killer outfit. That's where Kanan needs to be. He ain't there yet.
I will say this. I had to think, even though, yes, it has been done. I mean, we've obviously seen it several times in Power. I mean, even including Tommy killing his own pops and, everything else. Everyone basically killing their own daddy. I feel like if you didn't have any of that previously in Power, the way they wrote this was perfect. And I only say that because I'm looking at, like, from the eyes of my girlfriend who has never seen, like, I think she's seen like maybe a couple episodes here and there in Power or whatnot. Like, for her, she was like, wow, that was great. Like, that was amazing. She was like, wow, that's a great twist. Like, shooting your own father, and then later on I had to reveal to her, I'm like, they did this before. He's like, well, see now this was the first. It's like, was it as good as this? I was like, nah, it was better written here than the way it was with Tariq and everything else. So, so I kind of envy folks who were watching it kind of the first time, is basically what I'm saying. We're not in the whole Power universe, because I did feel like the buildup for this was way much stronger than any father-son killing that we've seen in Power, in my opinion.
So I would say I would agree with you to the point that because Kanan did not know he was killing his dad, and he never even knew his real dad, that therefore it makes more sense that he'd be willing to kill his dude for his mama, because he loves his mama, and da. With Tariq, it was over seasons, and when you really think about it, he did go through a serious amount of fucking trauma that never got addressed whatsoever. And in the end, he was like, I'm doing this to protect my family, and that's how he was kind of working up to it. So I think it was just drawn out, but I think there was, when he was the last episode 9, when he was like, you may have give birth to me, but you never been my fucking father. That's how I was like, you can kiss my black ass. Like, now you're going too far, right? Like, that's not true. You know what I'm saying? But Ghost was a horrible dad. But and all the bullshit Tariq went through, he was put. I felt that the buildup was justified for that. I mean, but I think Kanan, again, he's walking in blind. And what is he gonna do? I think the series is gonna end with him killing his mama. Like, and we're gonna do this shit all over again.
Wow.
I think so, because if you it's the same story.
Yeah, so he killed his son, he killed his daddy, and he killed his son, his daddy, and now his mama.
Yeah,
that's evil.
Yeah, because I think so, because if she's pulling this, I will never lie to you again. This is classic TV shit. I'll never lie to you again. I'm telling you the 100% truth now, which she did not. I mean, it won't be anytime soon, but once he gets into his head, he did not even give a fuck that she's like, I killed D-Wiz. He's like, well, yeah, shit happens. I'm like, what was the point of any of that? Like, I was like, it was a waste of fucking time. Like, I mean, $120's death, D-Wiz's death meant nothing. This episode just negated most of the storylines we've been tracking in this fucking series. I'm like, this is bullshit. Like I was very upset that none of this led to anything. I was like, fuck this. Oh man. Like this should have been episode 5 to me. This should have been episode 5, and then we could have built up to see what is Howard going to do in response. How is that going to change? Like his. I think that would have been a better story. For this to be episode 9, they wasted our time a lot for this season to me.
I thought you liked it.
I did. I'm saying that we waited too long for a decent episode, and I'm saying, but with it just negated a lot of time. It just wasted time. That's what I'm saying. And I still feel her, you about to kill a man's speech was not the right speech. It should have been you're about to kill a cop, and that would have made more sense. Kanan responded, reasoning for killing his mom would make more sense than Tariq killing Ghost. Y'all just love Ghost. Let's just be real. You don't want Ghost to be dead. So this, short of Tommy, you would not believe anybody okay killing Ghost, huh?
Not by Tariq, no.
Because you don't think he's that dude, right? Because like who?
He should have gotten killed by somebody equal.
That's what if it would have been Kanan, if it would have been Tommy or Kanan, you would have been like, I understood, right? Like he got taken down by an equal adversary. D-Wiz brother not mentioned either. Yeah, again, the whole D-Wiz brother thing was fucking unnecessary. I'm like, that never went anywhere. I'm like, fuck these people. Kanan
never went anywhere. Jukebox never told about Lulu and D-Wiz. And is he going to find out it was really Lulu and not his mother? And is that going to be a thing? Like,
if he already accepted that it's this game and that D-Wiz is dead, none of that's coming back. None of it. So I'm like, they wasted our fucking time with some of this stuff. Burke and Howard is like Training Day all over again. Yes, I would say that. Except you need Howard one more time in the streets talking about King Kong ain't got shit on me. And so I don't think we want to get all that.
Damn near did that though. He was like, I'm the man in these streets or whatever. Remember he had
Yeah. He tried to pull out his balls and that didn't work out. I have no issues with those dying, and they should have Tommy being pull the trigger, not Tariq. Yeah, I know y'all just don't want. I understand. You want something equal and powerful as Ghost was. It should have been Dre. I don't know, for some reason I just feel like Dre should did it. He's like, I'm doing this for my daughter, and then like bang. But that
was building him up to be Ghost 2.0.
Yeah, like do it for my daughter. And then it's like somehow he's like, this is gonna save it. This is gonna save heaven.
Was that supposed to be a New York accent? What was that?
No, that's supposed to be a Dre accent.
Oh,
because he's like, my daughter. I'm like, God damn, like, when did you learn that? Anyway, anything else, Kimberly, before we head out?
No, I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. I really did.
Yeah,
it was really, really good. I did like the insight that the dad, Nicole's dad, is viewing it the way it should be viewed, like her death should be viewed. The mom, of course, is upset and emotional, but I think the mom is like taking it to another level. But I think the dad knows more things about Nicole than the mother wants to really recognize. So yeah, and
that story's not over. Like
I don't think it's over. I think they're gonna try to get Jukebox in jail, and I think Burke is gonna protect Jukebox. Definitely.
We hope. So we gotta see how that goes, and then maybe that's her mentor, right? Maybe that's what gets her being a cop.
I believe that's gonna be her mentor, and that's why she's gonna become. Well, part of the reason why she becomes a cop because of Burke and her mentoring her and stuff like that. I believe, and also for her family too, right? She can get them out of stuff.
If they go that route, because apparently she became a cop in DC because Kanan wasn't happy about that. Like she left DC, so I don't. So that could be a thing. But
she could get out because her and Marvin aren't close.
Yeah, she's.
Yeah. So I mean, it'd be interesting to see her living with Raquel next season. Because I can't imagine her going back to that house. And after all that, I don't know. So it'd be interesting how Raquel takes it. I mean, she don't like Marvin anyway, so I'm saying it'd be interesting, And she
Kanan will move in with Marvin, and then
Jukebox moves in with Raquel. Oh,
Kanan's gonna be mad at his mama for trying to set up Howard. So he's like, I'm leaving, and he packed his little bag, and go to Marvin. Then they start chopping up bodies.
Oh man, that was some wild shit. Chris,
teach him how to properly dose the crack and the fentanyl together, not to kill anybody. Just a sprinkle.
just a little dab will do you. Not a lot.
Wow.
What's up, Chris? What's your final predictions for this episode? For the next episode? Chris?
Well, no, I thought it was good. I thought it was a good episode, and like I said, I'm in a really, really bad spot, so I might have to just drop off. But can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. No. I was just saying. I thought the whole like shooting the father thing I thought was done better than Power, in my opinion. And for someone who's a first time watcher like my girlfriend, I thought it was great for someone like who's never seen Power before. You know, the rest of us thought it was just predictable, but I thought it was cool. So
yeah. All right, guys, that is the video. Thank everyone for participating in the live chat. We greatly appreciate it. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe to this channel. You can like on the video, comment on the video, share the video, tell your friends and family about us. We do go around. We got a lot of different opinions, but we're still all family. And speaking of family, we'll be back here to see the Thomas family next week to see how that goes. How Kanan feels about shooting his daddy. Does daddy die? Does he make it to season 2? We don't know. Does Marvin's going to go to anger management next season? That's a fact. I mean, they've already casted his anger management coach, which is some bullshit. I'm not even sure why that's even a storyline. But whatever. Is Grandma going to make more of an appearance?
Sopranos. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So okay, he's going to be counts like Sopranos. So again, is Grandma going to make more of an appearance? And she's going to be like Big Mama and talking shit about Raquel all the time. Say you ain't shit. You ain't no mama. Let me teach you how to be a mama. That's a thing. Where's Daddy? These motherfuckers never have daddies. Like, where's Raquel's daddy? Fuck. I guess they black. Yeah. Anyway, take care of yourselves and each other. A lot of single mothers going out there. I don't know why they keep on doing this to us. Like, can somebody have two parents? Fuck. I'm just asking. All right, the way this goes, I'm just gonna hang up on y'all, and I will see the ladies for all the Queens men. I don't know how